Shoot. Welcome everyone to FriYAY. I said you saw me go like this because I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot my bells. So just give me a second. I gotta go get my wrist bells. It's really important. Just a sec. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to FriYAY. I am your magical, mystical, human, earthly host and guide for tonight, which is like a free ride for all of you who join the live. All I ask of you is to be subscribed to the channel. The date is September the 12th, 2025, and we are currently in the midst of a 111 there, make a wish. We are in the midst of eclipse season, number 2 of this Gregorian year. And what an interesting time we are living in. Those of you who are here, thank you so much for your service to the light that lives within you, the child of, I'm hearing, delight, and yet we may not be experiencing much delight as we navigate this potent window of opportunity and potential for us and our spiritual evolution, if you will. So let me get the Palo Santo lit here. I got the nerves. I always get the nerves for the first few minutes on this live until there's some participation, because I'm just like literally sitting here talking to myself. So how's everyone doing? 222 there. How are you doing trusting your intuition, which is growing, right? Are you trusting the inner knowing? Have you been able to this week, and particularly within the last 48 hours, I think it was 48 hours, right? Yeah, within the last 48 hours, how have you been doing? How have you been feeling? What's been coming up for you in your humanness? I'm feeling a little tense. I don't know if you can see my body, but I feel like I'm all like I'm all like, I feel tense, like on guard, if you will, on guard. Oh yeah. And it's like, I don't got any moves. I don't have any moves except to rip my socks off my feet and plant my feet on the earth. That is all we can do. And that is a really, really important thing for us to do at this time, because what is taking place externally. Hey, Miss Mo, welcome, sis. So happy that you're here with me this evening. What is happening, and it always happens, like to eclipse, when we just had the lunar eclipse, and to eclipse is to block out the light, and to occult. So anyways, let me get the Palo Santo lit. I'm gonna light the Palo Santo, and I'm also gonna light the what I like to refer to as the grandmother sage. We are in a really turning point. We're at a turning point in our evolutionary stage. Those of you who are here, whether you're here for the live or you catch this on a replay, either way, introduce yourself, say hi. And because you know what, like, it is us that we are like the transition team. We are the initiates. Tristan, out of my water. We are the transition team, and the initiates who came to reclaim divinity, if that's even a thing. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our greatest and highest spiritual evolution in this lifetime. And again, I'll say it again, for those of you who are here, it's a very tall order we came to fill. And we're doing great. And we may have felt, personally, I have felt shaky this week. Today has not been a great day energetically. And it's mostly the energy inside of me. And, you know, I've been guided back time and time again today to be more gentle with yourself, Lisa, for goodness sakes. Be more gentle with yourself. Yeah, that's really what the message has been all day today. Be more gentle with yourself. And don't look too far outside of yourself, if anywhere at all. And yet we do, right? We look at screens. Those of you who are here are looking at me through a screen, and I'm talking to you through a screen, and grateful for the ability to do that. And yet it's like behind the scenes when we put down the screens, and quite honestly, that is another distraction. And then with I'm going to say the forces of evil at play on this planetary realm, they relish in these opportunities when something big like an eclipse happens, because they understand the occult and how powerful, you know, the planetary influences are for all of us at all times, and how integral they truly are to our evolutionary path, our spiritual awakening in this lifetime. And I've said it often, and I still strongly believe it's true. And I would love to, I would love to see a world where all children, you know, the start of school is that all children being gifted their natal chart, and to begin to learn about the opportunities for expansion, because the evil forces who work against you and I, humanity, humans, HUE, who work against us, they use this against us. And so this week, this last 48 hours has been a powerful opportunity for us to remember who we are and to come back to our heart. And maybe time and time again, I have found myself very short and testy in recent days. And, you know, rather shaky. And also at the same time, this righteous anger rising from within. And this is necessary. This is like, it's almost, I'm hearing it's like free will. You know, it's the fire in the belly that continues to awaken. And what we're seeing, and I'm going to just do it in terms of, since I've had this channel 13 years, when this channel came to life 13 years ago, there was a divine feminine uprising, if you will, an awakening of the feminine. And she was ticked. She was righteously angry at a lot of things. And, you know, the true divine feminine worked within these energies for the last 12, 13 years, because we were given a clean slate back then in 2012 at the time of the Lionsgate. That was the message that came in. And if you'll remember, in the world, they were going after some terrorist group that was named after an Egyptian goddess in the land of Syria. And there was this uprising of the feminine. She was angry that, you know, the name, an honorable name, was being attached to the energetic of, you know, a nefarious energy. And so given that clean slate, we've had the opportunity over the years to do the inner work. And those of you who are here, especially those of you who have been here with me the entire time, you have been doing the work. So thank you. 1001. We are the reset. We are the reset. And, I'm so grateful for the connection. And I'm so grateful for the continued confirmation. And actually, it's like confirmation on steroids these days. The messages are coming through over and over and over again. And it's about, yesterday when, did I do the live yesterday? Whatever day, whenever I was crying here. Anyways, on the way to work yesterday, the message that kept coming through, I don't think I was crying yesterday. I think I was crying the day before or whatever. Or maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Time is just like, time keeps on slipping. And that's how I feel. And I feel like the brain is glitching a lot and maybe the body's twitching a little bit, trying to get comfortable in the new energetic stream as the reborn vessel, 1111, the gateway. I just heard source wishes and dreams come true. God's wishes and dreams come true. So a couple of things. Let's just, I kind of lost my, train of thought. So today I was guided to write, and I didn't really dive into the astrology much this week because we're feeling it. We are in this eclipse window. We have the second new moon in Virgo on the 21st of September, which will be a solar eclipse. And, the new opportunity, the full moon lunar eclipse was about releasing. What are we getting rid of? What are we letting go of? Remember, we've been told that back door is shut. We're not going back there. It's sealed. We're moving forward. And so, and in the midst of this window, as we're releasing, then we're presented with another traumatizing event, traumatic for the entire collective. And there's been lots of these events that we've shared. We've had our own personal, tower moments and traumatic events take place in our life. And then we have all shared traumatic events. And the first I'll say that I remember in my lifetime was the space shuttle. I was in high school. I think it was 1985, 4 or 5. And the space shuttle, my ears going crazy. Challenger, I believe, it like blew up. And we were watching it at school. And that was the first one I remember. And then the next one I clearly remember. I mean, there's been lots, but the next one was the 9/11 event of 23 years ago, and then 24 years ago. And then, yesterday, another one. And, we humans, HUE, are not built to witness such horror. We're really not. And like I said the other day or yesterday, I'm very glad I did not see 1331. I did not see the most recent traumatic event, the shot heard around the world and the assassination witnessed around the world by, I suspect at this point, millions and millions of people, men, women, children. And there should, I would suspect for many people. So if 2012 was the awakening of the divine feminine and she was righteously ticked, I would say that 2025 is the year for the awakening truly of the divine masculine, who ought to be righteously ticked at what is going on in the world and rising up so that we can all rise up together and work together to be the shift. If you're watching this, you are the shift. You came for this. You didn't just come to sit on the sidelines, and wear another guy's name on the back of your, some jersey on your back that's got another man's name on it. That's not, that's not what you're put here for. If any name on the back of your shirt should be your own, right? It's like, We got to grow. We're here to grow. And so in this current energetic, it's rather uncomfortable. And so I was guided to write today, eclipse, to hide the light season. Yet it is the season of soul embodiment. Remember, soul syncing, synchronizing of the soul, September. I really feel it's like soul embodiment September. So this lunar eclipse brought up feelings from, about our safety and security, the feelings from the past, the memories from our childhood, and the triggers from that time. And this most recent trauma event on the eve of the anniversary of another collective trauma event, triggers. And, we may, it may be showing us patterns in our own life. And so we're not really called at this time. We're not called to do anything at this time except release. Let go of what has got us feeling weak, perhaps, because you're not weak. We are the lion hearts. We are here to be proud of ourselves. We are here to be courageous. There's where I was going. They got me back to it. Thank you so much. As I was driving to work yesterday after the live, what kept coming through, and I wrote it down. I don't know if I put it here. No, it's on the table. I wrote it down at work. Bravery / mockery. And then what was written underneath that? Let me go get that. Just one sec. Well, I guess I'm not getting it because I don't know where I found. And this card fell on the ground. Oh, from nothing to everything. We had that the last time we used this deck, I think. And oh my gosh. And number 16 is the Tower. So, hey, Colleen, welcome, sis. Yes, it's been a terrible week. And, again, terrible because the collective, you see those who work against humanity, the evil of the world. And we have to, yes, I know everything exists within us and all of that. And with that awareness, we also have to recognize that it exists in the world. And it's time that we started speaking up against this. And that's actually what a part of our role is as well. Like, we weren't born 1818 to sit on the the sidelines. And our guidelines are our heart. What calls us to experience more peace. And, sometimes in order to get to the place of peace, I would say all times, in order to get to the place of peace, we have to be in this place of discomfort, like dis-ease, right? And we have to take a stand for something, people. We're here to take a stand. And to do so from a space of understanding what we're up against. So, first and foremost, in order to take a stand for ourselves, we have to show up for the child that lives within ourselves and the experience. And at this time, if you're here and you've been doing the inner work, it's really time, and it's been said here many times in the last, couple of months, that it's time to say goodbye to the past, to let it go, so that you can go forward. There's nothing that you need to fix about yourself. It's just about releasing what isn't working for you, which isn't supporting you in effectively going out there in the world courageously. So as I was driving to work yesterday, again, I can't find this piece of paper. That's upsetting because my brain's not. Oh, is that it? No. Shoot, I don't know where I put that. So the word that kept coming through is bravery. Where is all the bravery in the world? We must be brave. And the act that took place this week is a very cowardly. These kind of things are very cowardly. And it's like, it's truly demonic. And the demons that have been seeded into the collective mind, if you will, what we've seen is the very best and the very worst of humankind alive at this time. And so it comes back to our path of divine responsibility and to not allow ourselves, and particularly at this time, eclipse season 2025, to not get caught up in the divisive energy, to hold the line, to hold the center, to hold your center. And especially if you saw the video of what took place of a dear soul being assassinated in front of thousands of people live, including his wife and children. If you witness that, it's really important that you clear your energetic space and you work through that. It's not good for us. It's not good for us. It's not good for our children. Less screen time, more more soul time. So today I was guided to write demons and then angels. And for the angels, let's just they're saying start with the demons, and because we have much more power, and this is why it's so important for us to hold and to move through the feelings of grief, to move through the shock and disbelief that this is where we have come to. And yet, remember, we're at the end of this time. Again, planet-wise, we're wrapping up some big cycles. And the true new cycle doesn't start till next February or March 2026. So this is the cleanup. And we're going to see a lot of crap. And they want us to get involved. They want us to be divided. And we cannot play that game. You and I, those of you who are here, we cannot play that game. We must hold the center line. Being authentic now, trusting the gnosis, the inner knowing as we continue to traverse the evolutionary path as loving souls. This is what we are. We're the earth angels. All of us, we're angels. I should have put the bells on my ankles because they've got me tapping my feet now. And the demonic realm is infested with parasites. And think about it. Eating all the fast food, it's not even real. I mean, even in our lifetime, in my lifetime, I've seen fruit go from having seeds, almost everything had seeds, to like this designer fruit, seedless. Get the seeds, folks, eat the seeds. We're the seed. So when you're putting all this crap into you and those energy drinks, I mean, I think it's the Monster one that's got like the Hebrew 666 on it. Like, yet we're the script flippers. So if you drink those things, then, think about your role in flipping the script. I'm just saying garbage in, garbage out, right? And when people are ingesting all of this garbage food to begin with, what's it doing to the body? What's it doing to the soul? It's not really nourishing the soul. We are here to move from our carbon-based bodies, if you will, to the light body, lightening up. I had the visual today again of the heart and the feather on the scales. And, this is what we're here to balance out our own heart space. And so when we're dealing with, when I wrote demons, this is what they had me write: denial energized monsters of Nephilim sons. I had to go look that up because I kept hearing Nephilim. And so Nephilim are, they say, the humans, the sons of God that, procreated with the fallen angels, the rebellious angels. And so, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a, what do they call them? Like a theologist? I don't know. I won't claim, to be an authority on anything except my own, I guess, experience. That's interesting, and it's spoken about in Genesis very early in biblical scripture. So, well, I guess, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe this is what we're up against, and we're here to remember that we're to be authentic now, trusting our gnosis. So Gnostics, the inner knowing. We are the light here to resurrect as the Christic light, the Alpha and the Omega, the feminine and the masculine, right? We're all of it. And we are here on an evolutionary spiral of grace, the unmerited gift of the Creator given to all of us. And, it's about becoming the loving soul that we are, living from our heart, trusting our heart. And the upcoming solar eclipse is really encouraging this fresh start, an expanded view of divine truth. And I feel like this most current, a traumatizing world event, I would say, will really be the wake-up call for a lot of lions who have been resting. It's the rise. It's time to rise up and stand up for ourselves. Another thing I was guided to take note of today is we have Chiron in Aries. So those of you who are my vintage, so anyone born between 1969 and 1976 are experiencing your Chiron return right now. Chiron is the wounded healer. So this is good. So with Chiron back where it was, so Chiron landed back in Aries in 2018, in April 17th of 2018, and will remain in Aries until April 14th, 2027. Okay? So those of us who are in this Chiron return, we're also back down there in the root chakra, right? Because you're going to be, so each chakra develops for 7 years, right? So when we get up here at 49, we go back down to the roots. And so now it's our opportunity to show up for the child that we were. And if you're here, chances are you've been doing it, to seed new foundations built on truth and integrity and honesty, and deservability, just because we exist, our right to be here. And so this time, and we've got Jupiter over there in Cancer supporting the expansion of our experience of family and community and divinity, all of it, divine truth. This is a really important time. And for some reason, I just felt guided to write that today. I think because my team or my higher self really wanted to remind me, and for me to remind all of you, that if you're around my vintage, we are the wounded healer who came to heal, and we have been healing, and we are healing. The healing's never going to be over, folks. I just don't know that it is. I mean, again, if you know something I don't know, tell me, share it with me. So yes, if you're in your Chiron return, this is a big time. This is a big time for big, bold, beautiful moves. We must stand up at this time for, we've got the 7 generations behind us on the other side, perhaps some still here, Earth side, supporting us to go forward. We've done the healing for back there. We've done the healing that they couldn't do. And now we go forth into the world with courage, strength, bravery, fortitude, spiritual knowing, spiritual gnosis, and it's growing. If we do not stand up now, each of us individually in our day-to-day experience, we must first and foremost stand up for ourselves. And then we can go into the world and be a voice of reason, be a voice of compassion. And that's what the demonic side, the evil side, wants to silence. Look at all the great truth speakers, the great men that have been taken out by, a sniper on a roof somewhere. Great men. Martin Luther King, JFK, Malcolm X, like great people. And why did they do this? Why did they do this? Because they can. Because they can. And so it begins with us standing up for ourselves in our life. And, hopefully we can take our light out into the world and be a voice that stands up for others, or be a voice that encourages others to stand up for themselves. We've got to do the inner work on our own, and then the communal work, we do together. Let me read some of the comments here. So I'm pulling cards tonight. I had to come here today. I was feeling really off today. And feeling really off, and spent a lot of time, went for a couple of big walks today, and but just for the most part was just feeling off. There were other things I don't really want to get into, like the silly stuff of it. And so it was very strong that, Lisa, go and serve, go to your community, go to the soul family, and do what supports you in feeling good. And so this is where I come. And thank you all for showing up and being here. Yes, it's been a week. I hope your dinner was good, Colleen. What did you have? Yeah, memory. Oh, so yeah, you're in the midst of unpacking still. That's yeah. Things come up, right? Memories, yeah. I had some memories come up this week. And I also, since the time of the latest trauma, I've also had some energies that were trying to, inject themselves back into my my space, if you will, my aura, and put a firm stop to that. Felt powerful, empowered, got a high five from, my work bestie. And yeah, it's like, as the light gets eclipsed, the nefarious energy wants to come in, and it's like, oh, one more try. Maybe we can get back in. Maybe we can get back on the good side of things, the light side of things. No, we're not here to continue to give people, situations, or anything. Remember, the past is done, sealed, right? We've given lots of opportunities, lots of chances to lots of people, places, and situations that really were not meant to invest there at all anymore. So shoo fly, don't bother me. I'm going to still read comments, but if you'd like cards, let me know. I was given 2 words today: poet or prophet. And so, which led me to the Cal Gibran deck, the Prophet Oracle, and the Rumi Oracle. So I'll be pulling cards from those decks. And for all of us here, I'm going to pull a card for us from the Lightworker Oracle, as well as the Native Heart Tarot again. And I guess for those of you that I am pulling cards for, I will also pull you a card from the Conscious Spirit Oracle to give you an affirmation to work with. Because you know what? The message I keep getting is hold your ground, hold your holy ground, hold the sacred ground you walk on, and do what you need to do to allow whatever is meant to move through you to move through. Sing, dance, stomp your feet, scream, cry, whatever it is, let it out. Let it out. Everyone's saying hi. Hey, Kiva. Welcome. Thank you, Kiva, for your Chirons in Pisces. Okay. Kiva says she really appreciates my videos and wise supportive words since September 10th. Well, this is the second one. So, I appreciate that, because sometimes I wonder why I keep coming here. And I guess I already answered that question, because it brings me joy. I enjoy connecting. And I'm so really overjoyed that those of you who show up here and engage here feel supported. It really helps. It helps this human to, navigate her way through human life, which is tricky. You'll be 71 next month. Well, an early happy birthday to you. Are you a Libra or a Scorpio, Colleen? I'm raising a Scorpio. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, you are a place that pours into my cup. I'm grateful. Scrambled eggs with cheese and toast, something quick and easy. Yeah, sounds yummy. Beans, I'd like beans with that. You know what they say about beans. Oh, thank you. I felt a little embarrassed, and again, that's a ego thing, right? Like, I felt embarrassed that I was so emotional. Like, I really didn't think I'd get so. I mean, I've been emotional here on my videos before. And then, I find myself like perhaps a little more sensitive, not sensitive, more tender and gentle than I once was. And I got off the live yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, like, Lisa, you were there, like almost literally bawling your eyes out. And then that's when I got in the car to go to work and I kept hearing bravery. That's what my guides were saying. It's like, keep going out into the world and like acting bravely, be courageous. And I mean, the journey of like being brave and courageous may not earn us a lot of friends along the way. And that's okay, because what are we here in service to? Our eternal soul, right? It's the work that we do here in service to the soul that we carry through with us to the next evolutionary spiral, like the transition from the human back to the spiritual realms. Oh my gosh. So, as I said, I was going to pull some cards for all of us from the Lightworkers Oracle, and what a conglomerate of cards we got. We're a special group. We're a very special group. And, many of us have felt for a long time that we were here on a planetary mission. And, our life, the life that we've lived, may not have always been reflective of that. And yet it was truly all of the, like the personal trauma and all of that stuff that we go through, particularly the stuff that we choose to go through by the choices we make or don't make. And the whole entire path is that if that's a man, man boobs are okay, women boobs aren't. I think that's a man. Yeah. Anyways, the sixth ray of devotion, which is 43, which comes to a 7, which is the chariot energy, the Cancerian energy. We are the home of the soul. We humans are saying take the top card here from this deck. I take the top card. It's the same darn card. I'm going to shuffle. Come on. And so yeah. All right. We're keeping those cards out. They like those cards. Okay. And then the next they said, the silver wolf. So this is the, oh my God. Woo, steamy. So, okay. I'm getting all over. Okay. So, woohoo to the Scorpios. Yes, yes. Thank you for saying that, Mo, Dawn. Not everyone knows. Ms. Mo says that my willingness to share those emotional moments and vulnerability, share authenticity with all of you makes this an amazing space. Well, thank you for saying that. Colleen, Miss Dawn, and Lisa's son, all Scorpios. Those are some deep waters, yes. And, my son, it's been interesting to be the mom of a Scorpio because that young boy, like early on, was very tuned in, very tapped in, very connected to the spiritual realms. And that young man has had some big challenges in his life to this point. And as a mom, I'm so super proud to see him overcome, his challenges and perhaps his own demons. And we all have the demons. Again, I'm not saying my son's a demon, far from it. I'm just saying, we all have our inner demons to rise above in this life. And Scorpios, those of you, Scorpios are some deep waters and, incredibly gifted psychically. So for all of us, as we continue to move through the remainder of Virgo season, which is eclipse season, we're being asked to remain in the space of sacred devotion. We are, I just heard spiritual initiates, or we've always been the spiritual initiates, right? No, yes, we are what they're saying. Sorry. What I'm hearing or feeling, whatever you want to say. I don't literally hear voices in my head. I feel, and then I guess they give me the words to use. We are the spiritual initiates who have overcome the karmic of the experience. And as the chariot on this path of devotion, the sixth ray of devotion, 6, the script flippers, 6 is Virgo, the house of Virgo. We are being asked to remain diligent in our spiritual practices, to continue to show up for ourselves in a loving way. And our devotion to ourselves is love. It's an act of self-love because we are the star children. All of us are. We are. We are and it's the number 8, the eternal star, the eternal vessel of light, the eternal being of light, the eternal evolutionary soul who was born into this life with an inner knowing that we were put here to grow and develop. And oftentimes through 4444, the path of hardship and challenges. And so, again, hats off to you for doing the work, for not staying stuck and stagnant, for trusting your life path, and to release the judgment. This is speaking of the new life coming with the, oh my gosh, the new life coming online, which is the cosmic heart, the cosmic Christ. This is about the masculine this time around. 13 years later, and here we've got it, 13 years later, 4 and 4. The divine masculine and feminine aligning in this lifetime to fulfill spiritual missions, to fulfill planetary missions in service to our spiritual essence. Remember at the beginning of the year, the message that kept coming through is that the lone wolf was going to be returning to the pack or coming home to the pack, finding the pack. And, you know, the sacral chakra, the place of pleasure, look at this. And then the soul child, the 14 energy, which is the temperance card, guided by angels, trusting that we are here to fulfill a mission. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously? Alchemical mutation, and again, 31. So now we have the mirror image. So what has been going on with the feminine has been going on with the masculine. We're all confused. We're all feeling new things, and we're all getting used, oh my gosh, to the new feels. And this is what we're here for. My gosh. The orbs of light, again, another 4, masculine. The dark angel energy is our shadow, our ability to walk through the shadow. You know what? Honestly, we could just keep going here. The wisdom of the divine feminine coming online for spiritual purpose, because that's what we're here for. And our spiritual purpose is service to the greatest and highest good of humankind. And the first and foremost, I believe it was yesterday during the live, this planet is in need of a spiritual injection. We don't need to take injections under our skin, folks. We need to go and lay on the earth and feel through our heart. Yeah, we have to shine brighter. And when events like this happen, when trauma events like this happen, and remember 24 years ago when that trauma event, it was like, oh, acts of that T word, terrorized, like us, the terrorized children, right? Acts of terror. And, the terror takes place on home soil. And because if it was really from external, we wouldn't be allowing the external in, right? We would be protecting and fortifying our homelands, right? Protecting and fortifying the homelands for our children to grow and prosper in, instead of importing those into the West, injecting and importing those into the West who do not have our best interests at heart. And this, I'm not talking about the event from a couple of days ago. This is just the bigger thing at play here. And so it's time. It really is time for us, those of us who have enjoyed life in the West, freedom of speech. I mean, we've kind of lost that here in Canada. Well, it's happening everywhere, right? But those of us who have enjoyed certain things like that we've taken for granted, we must have taken them for granted collectively, because look at where we're at. Who's standing up for us? Who's standing up for us? And so that's why it begins with us. We have to learn to stand up for ourselves And then we can go courageously and bravely into the world and encourage others to stand up for themselves and grow within communities, co-create communities in service to the divine, in service to Source, who wants us all to prosper and shine while we're here in this lifetime. And the greatest way that we can prosper is reestablishing connection to our eternal soul. Because none of the stuff that you accumulate and acquire is going to leave with you when the soul, goes from the human vessel. There is a sickness upon this planet, and it is a spiritual sickness. It is a lack of connection with our very own divinity. And we see it in the children. I've seen it in videos. I've seen a lot of stuff, memes and stuff in the last 2 days that are horrific. It's heart-wrenching. It'll bring a tear. It'll bring a grown woman to her knees in tears at how far we, the humans collectively have fallen. And yet, we must remain hopeful by holding our sacred ground, by continuing to show up courageously in the world, because as far as humanity's consciousness has fallen, is as expanded as the consciousness can grow. And we are in a window of opportunity. And I feel that we are going to see an expansion, and particularly of the masculine variety, standing up and saying, oh, no, no. And I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. Let's see what else the comments are saying here. Most of us have been hiding, Colleen, for fear, exactly, because of whatever. Again, I don't not going to delve too much into past lives and stuff, but it's energetics, right? If we're eternal souls, we're continually recycling back in to the human experience. Someone said to me the other day, oh, if I come back, I want to come back as, I think she said, a bird or something. And I said, oh, I don't think it works that way. And again, I don't know for sure. I believe if we're here as humans, we continue to recycle back into the earthly experience to evolve as a human that is the home of an eternal soul. That's just my, hey, Rena, welcome. That's just I don't even know what to say. My opinion. And we all know opinions are like assholes. We all have them, right? It's a little harsh. Sorry. It's a little maybe vulgar. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yes, a spiritual injection. And a spiritual injection is, we're the ones here to go out in the world and be the injection of light. And again, not going around, we're not here to save anyone. We're not going to save anyone. We save ourselves through our own personal healing journey and our own spiritual awakening. And I do believe that this most recent terror event, collectively traumatizing event, I really hope it is the spiritual injection of light that this planetary realm is in desperate need of. So Kiva says she thinks so too regarding the masculines coming into their own. Yeah, I feel like that too. And, we've all been wounded, male or female, right? And, we get wounded and it feels like, sometimes we sit on the sidelines licking our wounds and, not getting back involved in life because we've been wounded, and, we're going to cut our losses and we're just going to go it alone. We're not meant for that. Just like we're not meant to witness events like were broadcast with Charlie Kirk's assassination. And they did that, it was the same thing when Kennedy was assassinated. And like I said, it was the same thing, with the Challenger exploding and stuff like that. So sometimes like we see these things just because we're watching something that's like a monumental event, a momentous event. And then through what we choose to watch in media, like movies and television and stuff like that, a lot of these programs also continue to show such things. And so it desensitizes the human, right? And the game that's being played on the world stage, left versus right, blue versus red, whatever, it's insane. It's absolute insanity. And that's why we're being told that to hold the center line, to hold the middle path, if you will, the stand our sacred ground, because they want us to fight one another. And it's a game that's worked a lot. And we're smarter than that. Or I would like to think that we're smarter than that. And, I don't know. But we can't do it alone. We have to start talking. We have to start speaking to one another again. We have to start sharing and showing one another that we care. Like, honestly, a little bit of humble pie is not going to taste so bad. Jagged little pill, just rub the throat, it'll go down. Yeah. So, who would like some cards? Poet, and you're going to tell me, poet or prophet, which is going to determine which deck I pull from. And these are the decks that I'm going to be using for the card pulls. Okay, so if you want a card, let me know. Let's get an affirmation for all of us. Yeah, I don't watch much of anything. And there was a time I used to watch a lot of stuff, but honestly, I watched a lot of things like The Lonely Planet and stuff like that, like traveling to different places in the world. So I watched a lot of that. And I haven't really watched movies like out of Hollywood for years and years because I always found it like so traumatizing. I grew up in the time of like, Scarface and Goodfellas, the Godfather movies, and there was that guy, the Quentin Tarantino, like so traumatic. I can't do that kind of stuff. And then, like war movies and stuff like that. It's bothersome to me. And, an event such as the assassination this week, and then it's perpetuated in things like video games and in the movies, and, just the stuff that we're exposed to or that our children are exposed to. It's not great. And it has a detrimental impact on the physical vessel that is the home of the eternal soul. And so us, as the responsible adults or human beings, HUE, we have to do what we can to calm our nervous system, to support our vessel in these energetic times. Yeah, I know, it's so sad. I mean, we should do a private group and we can just come together and sit and cry and blow our noses. And, at work, my girlfriend and I, we kick rocks around. We walk on our breaks and lunch, and she's, she's got some stuff going on. We all have stuff going on. And so we just kick rocks. I'm like, come on. Her name's Lisa also. I'm like, come on, Lisa, like, let's just kick rocks, kick dirt, So that's what we do. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. I was going to get us all an affirmation, first of all, for the collective. And then oh, 26, which is another 8. And I'm glad this came out. Okay, well, I'll get to that. So 8 here. So this is 8, eternal soul, strength card, courage, strength, bravery. I know I am a part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. I know I am a part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in and I'm going to start with the cards. And then I know, Rena, you had a question. So who said that they wanted a card first? Yeah, Kiva. And then Dawn, and then Rena. And then Rena, I'll get to your question when we get there, okay? So Kiva, I would love a poet pull. So we're going to the Rumi Oracle, the poet. Oh, just a second. Oh, yeah, I was going to say with the crown chakra card coming out, the message for a few days has been spiritual hygiene. How important it is for us to keep our spaces clean, right? Our spaces clean, um, our space, including our body, like, and covering up this whole week, most of the week. I've been moving through the world with, a hoodie on and the head covered, and this space really, you know, protected. Like I said, when events like this happen, there will be energies, and those of us who are here holding high frequencies will feel perhaps a little off kilter when something such as what happened to Charlie Kirk took place. I mean, am the first to admit I was rather shaken, and I think I heard about it really early, like right when it happened. And because as time went on, then more and more people around the workspace started speaking about it. And I was totally off that whole night, which was Wednesday, right? And then Thursday, and now we're at Friday. So it's up to us to keep our energetics clear. Bells help. Bells and whistles. All the bells and whistles. Maybe I need a whistle. Maybe I need a whistle. All right. So Kiva, poet. So we're going to the Rumi Oracle. So with these pulls, I'm going to go to the deck for a little bit. Maybe not so much we'll see. But I just want to read the piece of prose that comes with the cards after I intuit a little message. So Kiva, the message I'm getting here is like, you are in the phase of the journey where you're really learning to let go of all things that don't serve you. And you're really just letting it go from a space of coming into your personal solar power. And the remainder of Virgo season, we've got the 27 card here. It feels like there is the opportunity and potential here for you to put closure truly on the past. And with the Virgo new moon and then the birth of Libra season the next day, to move forward on the path of divine justice, the path of divine service. And your power is going to continue to grow because you're being encouraged to remain deeply rooted in a space of honoring your own intuition, your inner knowing. My nose is going like crazy. So maybe that's something. It's weird. I'm just hearing like, if it smells funky, maybe something's off. Trust your nose. That's so weird. Trust your nose. I'm not smelling anything. I feel like there's something in my nose tickling me. Anyways, I better take a drink of water. Maybe that'll help my nose. Taking a drink of water is going to help my nose. So let's see what The little piece of prose is from the guy from Rumi that comes with this, number 27. Oh, look what I just opened it up to. The lion and the deer. That's interesting. You may have to come to that. 27. 27. The angel Razbar. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life. Oh my God. Love said, I am the recurring joy of living. Oh, that's so beautiful. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. And you know what, humans? It's time we started living joyfully. Not like, again, not on the sidelines watching, wearing someone else's name on our back. Come on. My eye just went crazy there. I just heard sacroiliac too. I don't know why. And so, Kiva, let's get you an affirmation card. I trust that that makes sense to you. Let's get you an affirmation card. Oh, I love it. Another 9. Kiva, sis, you got 2 9s. You got 2 9s. Wrapping it up. And then where you're moving to the path of abundance and joy from a space of being deeply rooted and grounded. I'm hearing like walking the path of divine responsibility and gaining, I'm hearing gaining energetic sociability, social circles. Keep following your joy. Look at that beautiful hummingbird there. And then all those butterflies representing transformation. And your affirmation, I just feel so powerful. Is that a salmon there? The salmon are running. I see them. They make a lot of noise in the creek. I feel so sorry for them. Honestly, I feel so sorry. If I could just keep filling the creek with water so they could get up easier. Anyways, that's making me feel like that song, Three Dog Night. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, and joy to you and me. We are the kings and queens of this world. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, straighten your crowns, and don't bow down to the demonic, nefarious forces at work against us on this planetary realm. Let us come together right now. Over me, right? So your affirmation here, Kiva, is I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. Beautiful, sis. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect. And 999 it is. Get on with living. No, that card flipped. So I think this is for all of us. It just flipped. Spark of the divine. Another 9. Are you kidding me right now? Another 9. A spark of the divine. We are the spark of the divine. 9 is also the energy of the hermit. We're in Virgo season. The hermit is the archetype of Virgo. I just feel like our guides, those who love us unconditionally in the spiritual realms, are so proud of us. And they just really want us, this message tonight, this connection tonight is a spiritual injection for all of us to say, keep going. The seeds we have planted and are nurturing are beautifully growing. We just may not see it yet. Heck yeah, 999. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. We are abundant co-creators with creation. I recognize the divine spark within me. No, I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. One more time. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. And we are here to abundantly co create with the divine. It's like we're here to procreate with the divine. And I know many of us are well beyond years of, childbearing years, or I am. You may not be, I certainly am. That doesn't mean we're not here to continue to give birth to things that are divinely gifted, divinely guided, divinely inspired. So, Kiva, thank you so much again for letting me connect and bringing out those triple nines as I start pulling cards for people. That's pretty amazing. And Mo, whichever deck. I just heard the Alchemist, and I don't have an Alchemist deck here, so the Alchemist. What are they saying? The Alchemist, the Prophet for Dawn. Another 1111. New beginnings, abundant new beginnings are here for us. And we're, let's face it, let's be honest, we're in an uncomfortable phase of our spiritual development. We're in an uncomfortable phase here on planet Earth, within the realm of humanity. We seem to have like swayed way off the mark. And I'm not saying those of you here, it's a general statement. The soul walks upon all paths, self-knowledge. Oh, I love Khalil. Self-knowledge. All great journeys begin within. And this is where the true treasure, me and those words, treasure, it's my Tweety. Tweety's coming out. They're saying bottom card as well. 2 cards. So we'll go for it all. My Tweety's coming out. Tweety, such a sweetie. Okay, so I see a song here. So first we have 8. The soul walks upon all paths. So wherever you go, there goes your soul. Wherever you go, there's an opportunity for soul growth. Mo, what I'm really feeling is, of course, the presence of the mighty Archangel Michael right there with you. As I'm hearing, you're in a phase that's a really uncomfortable phase of the shift. And it's like the level up, if you will. And it's going to take you to continue. It's going to take you continually showing up courageously as yourself, for yourself. And I feel like by the time of your season of rebirth, that it's almost like, I just heard no more knee-jerk reactions, but it's almost like you're going to receive like a, what do they call that? Like an epiphany almost of why everything has had to unfold as it did for you, particularly in 2025, late 2014 into 2025. The next card is a number 6. Life goes not backwards nor tarries with yesterday, the children. And so again, remember, the back door is closed on the path for us, right? It's a choice. And you got the 6 card here. So it does speak of choice, a choice of really keeping that door closed and moving forward from this new space of tenderness, this new zest of life for the child that lives inside and was born to thrive. I keep hearing it's time, Dawn, to shine your light. And then this card is, only when you are empty are you at a standstill and balance. Joy and sorrow. It's a fine balance, right? Joy and pain. Pump it up, pump it up. Sunshine and rain. Sing it louder, children. Right? It's like we are all of it. And, if the last couple of days hasn't taught me, if the last couple of days taught me anything, it is that the greatest gift we can give ourselves is to continue to show up for ourselves when, not just when it feels, when we know it feels and we know like things are way off kilter and out of balance. Our divine responsibility is to stand in the righteousness of spiritual truth. And 14 is that energy of the temperance card. The temperance is working with the angelic realms. We are the ones here working with the angelic realms, the spiritual realms, whatever you think you're working with, right? Like, again, we so much we want to. There's so much divisiveness in the world, and we're not here to be that divisive energy. Let's see for the self-knowledge card what Khalil says. And seek not the depths of your knowledge with staff or sounding line. For self is the sea, for self is the sea boundless and measureless. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather, I have found a truth. I like that. A truth. Say not, I have found the path of the soul. Say rather, I have met the soul walking upon my path. For the soul walks upon all paths. The soul walks not upon a line, neither does it grow like a reed. The soul unfolds itself like a lotus of countless petals. Aww, we are the lotus. And so the message of this card is your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, yet, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. And you know what? That's really beautiful and profound in light of what has taken place in the last, couple of days. And what has been observed in the collective is a bunch of children truly lost, truly lost. They've had no one to guide them, to lead with spiritual authority, um, and guide them to their own soul, and no human is truly soulless, yet we, through the nefarious energy that infiltrates this planetary realm, if you will, souls can be lost. And if we demonize, when we demonize our brothers and sisters, and there is a side out there that demonizes one side, when we do that, we really remove the humanity from the experience. And so if we don't see others as our equal or as, the same as us, then it's easier for us to perpetuate harm and to cause wounds and to be like anyone who has celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk is infested with parasites 100% and has been demonized by lies, and nefarious energy. And Dawn, I'm not saying that's you at all. I'm simply just stating, it just came after reading that. And so I feel what this is really saying for you, it's time for you to really begin to celebrating who you are, the uniqueness of it all, and walk more softly with your heart and allow yourself to move through the range of experience, um, move through the range of the experience of being human, which is both joyful and sorrowful. you know, I could sing it again, but I won't. I've already done that. It's not time for an encore. So let's see what Cowell says about this. Some of you say joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is the greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits alone with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Verily, you are suspended like scales between your sorrow and your joy, the center line. Only when you are empty are you at standstill and balanced. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy or your sorrow rise or fall. Ah, did you sing it with me? Yay! So let's get you an affirmation card here, Mo. So anyone, tonight is free card pulls for all subscribers of the channel. So if you're here on the live and you'd like some cards pulled, make sure you subscribe and then come back to the live chat and tell me, and I will pull some cards for you. Number 11, water elemental. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes of life. Now, I shared, I guess, a couple lives ago, because I didn't go live Wednesday, so it must have been Tuesday. I kept seeing the visual of 3 infinity symbols, and I drew them, and it actually ended up looking like this, like, unique cosmic butterfly when they had me finish it all up. But I heard body, mind, and spirit. We are here within the body to balance the mind and emotions. And we do this through spiritual connection. And this is the spiritual connection. Just subscribe to the channel, Lauren. That's all I ask that you do. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I will pull some cards for you. So we are here. The spiritual injection is the spiritual injection that begins in our own life, the recognition that we are spiritual, that we are connected to, a source, a loving essence that resides outside of ourselves, and yet it resides within us. Source, creator, creation. We are a part of it all. We are sparks of creation, sparks of God. Awesome. And so, Mo, this really speaks about, again, I'm seeing all the blue here, which is taking me back to the very first card that came out. Is there a truth rising within you? And it may feel uncomfortable, right? And sometimes we feel like we're, perhaps we've done all the healing that there is. But again, as long as we're human, there's going to be healing for us to do. So, it feels like there may be some truths coming to the surface for you from the depths. And it's almost like intuitive guidance from your higher self, taking you to the depths of your soul. And remember, as deep as you go is as expansive as soul growth, which supports the thrive in this lifetime. And so be soft and gentle with yourself. as you go. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. Number 8, cosmic heart. We are connected to it all. Yeah, it's so uncomfortable, right? The snake, I have empathy for those little snakes as they rub against the rocks and everything to get that skin off. I have empathy for the humans who are courageous enough to release and let go of, the hurts and the all of it, right? The resentment, the stuff that keeps, it's like the poison that sits inside of us until we decide to let it go. Mo, I'm also feeling as we finish up here, I'm feeling that, get to the water. Get to the water. Take me to church. I'm hearing that song, Take Me to Church. But like to the river bank. Take me to the river. Is there a song, Take Me to the River? There is. Take me to the river. So get to the river. Mo, get to a river. So thanks, Mo. I hope that resonated. Thank you, as always, for pouring into my cup and letting me connect with you. So back to Rena. Rena, you're up. Sending you so much love, Rena. There's been a lot of crying. Okay, so Rena's question is, so my birthday is 12/04/83. So that's 10, 21, 25, 27, 28, right? Let me do that again. 10, 18, 21, 25, 27, 28. So you're life path 10, and you always see the number sequence 1204 on the clock. What do you think about that? Well, I mean, again, it would just be my opinion and what I think. First of all, you're on a 10 life path. Amazing. And that 4 and 12 on the clock is, well, 3 first. It's a couple things. When I'm looking at that number, what I see, first of all, I see it as a 7, which is the chariot, right? You are the chariot. So you are the one here to carry on my wayward son, daughter. You're here to move forward through having the experience of the balanced trinity within your experience, and you work closely with the angelic realms. 12 is my number that brings the message of remember that you are the channel of light, and 4 is my number for the divine masculine, as well as working with the angelic realms. So and 3, if we add the 12, is the feminine essence, right? The empress. And so it really, with your life path and with that number, I feel like when you see that number going forward, it's just a reminder of how powerful you are. And you have powerful connections within the spiritual realm. And you are here to move off of the karmic experience or out of the karmic experience into the destined experience. The wheel of destiny has turned in your favor. Right. So, I mean, take it as it resonates. I mean, that's just intuitively what I was feeling with that, Rena. So, yeah. And you want the profit. So I've got the cards in my hand. Lauren, the way I operate here is I just tune into your energy. My guides have never, I'm just a messenger, a channel, a healer, and I'm here to support the personal healing journey. So I can pull cards for you and read into that and see if love comes up. Ultimately, the greatest love is the journey of self-love, which is the journey of healing. So with any luck, something here will resonate with you. This one's for you, Rena. Okay, the Prophet likes to come out in threes. The Trinity here going down. Sing and dance together and be joyous. Marriage, divine union. Number 5, which is that comfortable energy. And it is the Hierophant energy, traditional energy. Those of you, my name's Lisa. Those of you who are here, you are here to restore righteousness to union. And that union begins with the journey within, the balancing of the polarities of the masculine, feminine. And we know the right side of the body represents the masculine, the giveaway, what we give away to the world. And it's governed by the left side of the brain. And the left side of our body is the feminine, how we receive, and it's governed by the right side of the brain. The left brain, logical, linear, the right brain, intuitive, more abstract, if you will, more creative. And so I feel like through your, and as I was shuffling the cards for you, Rena, it's funny because I was really noticing the bells as I was shuffling, and I didn't notice them with the other, with Kiva's and Dawn's reading so much, but I really noticed them with yours. And so I'm really feeling like you're being encouraged to stick to the journey of your service through sound healing, and also working continual in your life to show up in your life so that you can begin to recognize and see how incredibly powerful you are and how gifted you are through your connection to the spiritual realms. It is when you give of yourself that you truly, it is when you give of yourself that you truly give. Giving, right? It's not the things that we buy. It's not the things that we, gift to other people. Our time is a gift. Our talents are a gift. I would like to think that this is a gift. So again, it's funny that I see that, and there we have the divine masculine and feminine together again. And so it feels like this is about the reunion within of the masculine and feminine, the mother and the father, that show up for the beautiful child that is you, highly creative, highly intuitive, highly gifted, and you continue to follow the path that, again, follow the path that brings you joy, because it's truly in the giving that we receive the greatest gift of all, which is just to give, just to be love and to give to another. And giving could just be a smile on our sweet little faces, or, a shaking of our hands as we walk by. This is crazy. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. Number 13, which is the Death card. It's also the number of the divine feminine. And 3, the 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, the number of the masculine. And so again, it really feels, and again, there's, both of you, all 3 of your cards have 2 on them. Although I'm feeling like this is like, what am I feeling that as? This is almost feeling like you in the now, saying goodbye to all that was, saying goodbye to all the fear and the doubt and the self-criticism and the lack of faith in yourself, the lack of belief in yourself, letting it all go so that you can go forward, living your joy moment to moment. Yes, letting go of what was with love. We don't have to hold on so tight to what was. And it's often when we let go that we experience the release of this pain that we've been holding. and we move confidently onto the path of soul fulfillment and joy. Well, it's good to cry. So I'm just guided to read the giving message from giving. That's it, they're saying. So I'm going to just read that. And the message is, and there are those who have little and give it all. There are the believers in life that have the bounty of life, and their coffer is never empty. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. And there are those who give with pain, and that pain is their baptism. And there are those who give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy, nor give with mindfulness of virtue. They give as in yonder valley, the myrtle breathes its fragrance into space. Deep joy and pain, sunshine and rain, sing it louder, children. Love that. And I love you. Here's your affirmation card, Rena. So Rena says, that's so beautiful and deep. My focus this morning was mourning my old state and moving from last year and my old house. It felt so sad, and you felt like you didn't make the right decision on moving. And we have to trust that we did make the right, that we did make the right choices and decisions along the way. And a part of the human is like, we think that what was back there was better than what we have today. So we can't even really sit in a space of appreciation for what we have because we're still holding on to what was back there. Rena, I know you were very thoughtful in your whole decision to move. I remember moving through it with you. And I really want to say that you went through that process and you trusted the wisdom of your heart and you honored the wisdom of your heart. And now it's time to let go of any self-doubt, any feeling like, oh, I should have done it different. You did exactly as you were guided to do. You did so with strength and courage and love. And it's really time for you to say goodbye to that so that you can really settle into this new space and allow your sparkly, beautiful, gifted self to be seen in the world and experienced by the community around you. I love you, and you're so powerful. Right. Third eye chakra. Trust what you know. 24, which comes to what? 6, which is the Lover's card, formerly known as the Choice card in the major arcana of the Tarot. You made a choice based on your intuition, a higher knowing. Trust it. And we are in this space where we may question ourselves. We may doubt ourselves. That doesn't serve us very well. Remain faithful. Continue to grow as the mustard seed of faith that you are, and shine that little light. What little light? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Ba-na-na-na-na. Let's do that. Let's go out into the world as the little beacons of light that we are. Oh, they're all going to laugh at you. Who cares? Maybe they'll laugh with you. Maybe they'll crack a smile. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. One more time. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. They're telling me to take the bottom card. Oh my God, Wheel of Life. 6 again, mirror energies. Look at that. The mirror energy. And look at that, the center line along the spine. Everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order. I'm seeing this as like the wheel of fortune, the wheel of destiny turning in your favor because you have aligned the Trinity on the inside. Wow. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. They keep going back to joy and pain. And like, how many times are they going to have me sing that tonight? Really? Seriously. And so, Rena, I feel like by the time autumn hits after the new moon in Virgo, we've got some work to do for the remainder of Virgo season. It's really important work to do. We don't want a crisis. We want to move into Libra season, the new season in our lives, free and clear of the karmic baggage. You don't want to carry any draggage with you. Shut, sealed. You've been given a new key, a key to your new life. What are you going to do with it? Sing with me. I don't know what we're going to sing. What are we going to sing? So Rena, thank you so much for allowing me to connect. I trust that something here resonated with you and makes sense. And now to our new sister, Lauren. Welcome, Lauren. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, I trust that something here will resonate with you and that you found this path for great purpose because you are a spiritual warrior like the rest of us. So, Lauren, let me know, poet or prophet. Those are the choices to determine which deck I'm going to pull for you from. And then, Colleen, you're up next. Yeah, let the tears flow. Cleansing tears. Yes. Yes, you have, Rena. You've been brought there for great purpose. You were guided there. Lots of joy. Glad you love it. Sing it, girl. I will, usually. Actually, I think my voice is getting better. The more I use it, I really think maybe the labradorite's helping. And then I was looking at my neck today. I'm like, oh, I was feeling like I needed to take something off. And then I went to the mirror. No, I was like just touching around my neck. And I'm like, does something need to change here? And I went and looked in the mirror and they're like, no, girl, you're good. Keep that there. It's been there for months. And yeah, it just really, it felt like it wanted to stay. But I did bring out the big guns tonight. It's black obsidian, labradorite, and clear quartz. And yeah, so yeah, Washington's beauty and nature. Enjoy it. Your mom gave you a mustard seed necklace with a saying inscribed on the back when I was young. I think I had a mustard seed necklace and stuff too. And I always used to wear, my favorite pendant around my neck was faith, hope, and charity. I loved that when I was young. I'm using good. Use that affirmation. I'm glad you thought it was beautiful. I don't think our young friend is here, Lauren. Lauren, you have to, if you're here, I don't read for people who aren't here. So I'm going to move on to you, Colleen. And then if Lauren, if you're here, you'll have to let me know if you would like me to, what word is calling you, prophet or poet. And anyone else who's here during the live, I'm pulling cards, and all I ask of you is to subscribe to the channel, support the vibe, support the balanced exchange. And once you've done that, you can come back to the live chat. Let me know you've done it, and I'll pull a couple cards for you. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up after Colleen, because she is the last person who I see requesting. I'm glad, Rena. I'm so glad. Oh, nice. Awesome cards. The Ace of Swords and the Death card yesterday. Yeah. And after the death, what comes after death? The Temperance card. And then we, literally after death is the rebirth. And we're just going to say it like that. And it's like this Virgo season. This Virgo season for some is supporting an ego death so that the soul can come online. The soul can sync up in line. So Colleen, you're up. I believe Jenna? Lauren, sorry, why did I say Jenna? Maybe Jenna means something to someone. Okay, so I don't see Lauren. So she'll have to come back if she's here and let me know. So Colleen, you're up. Anyone else who's here after? Otherwise, after Colleen, we are going to call it. I'm going to go sit outside. All of a sudden, I'm sweating. Okay, Colleen. I'm so confused. I think Colleen said, poet. Okay, so Khalil. Rumi. Okay, so Colleen. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Let me get you a poet card. We'll talk about that card as well. So then 2 cards come out. 3. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, Colleen. So the first card that came out is from a different deck. This deck is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And you got the Sky Bridge, which is the only card. I've been shuffling this deck for how many card pulls, and the random card just came out. 47, which is an 11, standing as the gateway, standing in your power. This speaks about the possibility for union. And then we've got the Sacred Convergence card, which is 11, the gateway, sacred union. If it's something that you're open to, Colleen, I feel like it's available or accessible to you. It's about making a choice. I just heard making a choice to put yourself on the scene and allow yourself to be seen authentically, because it feels like, and then look at that, 21, geez. Wow. This is strongly speaking of sacred union. When you give up the fight, when you give up all of the stuff, and you've been dealing with memories coming up through the journey of unpacking. I empathize with you, sister. It's, so it's the joy and pain of it all, right? And you're letting it all go and coming into your power to create space for the spiritual union that is meant for you in this lifetime. And that union begins within. And when the balance is found and experienced within, this is when the counterpart energy can come in. And it's like this, I'm really feeling this is like powerful. You got 11, and then you got 21, which is could be like, you could view that as another completion energy. And it's also like saying, like, the world, the cosmos is your oyster. We are so powerful. It's really important that we begin working with our power of manifestation and speaking into existence what we would like to experience, calling into us the experience that is meant for us, and having faith that what is meant for us is never going to, like, there's nothing we could do to miss out on the opportunity, right? We do, though, need to act according to our intuition and our inner knowing, and take moves in the direction of where we're being guided. 11 is also the justice energy. I feel like something, you've got the 2 11s here. I feel like by the 1111 gateway, if you will. I mean, we have all these gateways all the time. Ultimately, we're the gateway. So there's that. We are the bridge. It says sky bridge. I'd like to think we're the earthbound bridge that is here to bridge the experience of heaven on earth, to be within the experience of heaven on earth, within a union, connection with another sacred lover, the beloved energy. That's beautiful. One step at a time, they're saying. One step at a time. You were born to shine. One step at a time. You were born to shine. One step at a time. You were born to shine. I was going to change it up and say we were born to shine. Okay, so let's see what Rumi has to say. I don't have the other oracle deck here, so we're just going to take that. So let's see. We're going to start with number 11. We're just going to do 11 and 21 because, well, we'll read that one again because that was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Number 27. Kiva got that as well. And love asked. No, so here it is. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. That's it. We are eternal souls who, once the vessel of flesh dies out, will return to the spiritual realms. And we will celebrate our soul's evolutionary growth that took place here on this planetary realm. So if you think that what you do in this lifetime doesn't matter, you are the matter that matters. And what you do is in service to your eternal soul, who currently resides in the spiritual realms, as well as within you now in the physical vessel. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, so number 11, Colleen, let's see what this little tidbit has for us. Number 11. Oh, this is a big one. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other, the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. Oh my gosh. That's kind of like a little sensual, a little like, we have to show up for ourselves first. And then what we are longing for, what we seek, is also seeking us. We must remain faithful in this, the sacred phoenix heart, because we are the phoenixes, male, female, here to rise. And we do so from the depths of our roots. Red is the color of the root chakra. And, we do so from the depths of our roots. And it's like we dance ourselves through our pain, out of our pain, into our solar power, which is at peace, being the point of balance in a polarized world. Tristan agrees. Here he comes. The sacred phoenix heart. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. Love you, ladies. Well, I shouldn't call you guys. You're all ladies here tonight. I love you, ladies. You are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you so much for being a beautiful reflection of what I may not see about myself all the time. I'm so grateful for your connection, your love, your light shining in my life. Okay, Colleen, affirmation time. I think we lost Lauren. It would have been nice. But, so many are just looking for a quick fix. They're looking for the entertainment component of, working with oracle cards and stuff. And I'm just not here for that. I'm here for all the healing, joy, and pain. Pump it up, pump it up. Sunshine and rain. Sing it louder, children. Oh, gosh. I'm so glad I came live tonight. I'm feeling way better. Oh, look at this. The present, 23. My number for divine masculine. It's the Hierophant. 5 energy is the Hierophant, which is divine masculine. The counterpart to the High Priestess. And look at all the red in this. Grounded and rooted in love. The peaceful dove rises. Grounded and rooted in love, the peaceful dove rises. They're saying take the bottom card as well. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. Excuse me. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. That's beautiful. Tristan's back. And the other card, oh my gosh, look at this. Find your bliss. How beautiful is this? I am following by making choices. Find your bliss by making choices that support this. Oh, so here's this affirmation. I am following a path I love and am fully aligned to my soul purpose. I am following a path I loved and am fully aligned to my soul purpose. One more time. I am following a path I love and am fully aligned to my soul purpose. And I'm just loving this. I'm feeling like chariot energy here with this ammonite. It's, I don't have one in here. Do I? I have a really big one. And I have a really big ammonite pendant. I don't have it in here. But it's like ancient wisdom coming online. Rena's going back to rewind the whole reading. Rena, you're so welcome. I love you, and I hope that you find something in the reading that supports you. I know you do, and thank you so much for your love and support of me. But Colleen, this is like really what I'm feeling from the visual of this card is really about following your North Star, your healing. The star represents healing. After the fall, we rise. From our emotional depths, we rise to our spiritual heights. Living our best life. Live your bliss in the present moment. there is like no other time than this, right here, right now. So, Colleen, thank you so much for allowing me to connect. I'm just looking at the comments to see if there's any more. I don't see anyone else here. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Last call. I'm here. I'm pulling cards for those who are here live. All you need to do is, in order to receive a card, is subscribe to the channel. And we've got MH here. MH, you want to give me a name and what would you like to ask? Depends what you're asking, whether I'll answer or not. I'd be happy to pull cards for you, though, if you want to subscribe to the channel and then come back. Let us know your name. And Mariette. Oh, yeah, I don't do those kind of readings. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm here to support your healing journey. I can pull some cards for you. You don't have to take the messages back. It's just that, yeah, I don't really, because free will always comes in, right? So, yeah, I would never, Mariette, well, me and Kilo be in a serious relationship. Would you like me to pull cards? And if you would, let me know, poet or prophet. Yeah, in this journey of life, we all have free will choice. So, there's a lot of folks out there that'll, I mean, shit, excuse my language, I'm doing this for free. And, there's a lot of people out there that'll take your money and blow smoke up your butt and tell you all kinds of things that probably will never happen because, it's up to what you do with the information. It's up to the action that we take in our own life. And when it comes to other people, other people have the ability to make choices and decisions for themselves as well. And so, Mariette, let me know, poet or prophet, and that will determine which deck that I will pull from for you. What's it? Anyone else here that would like cards pulled? Let me know. Otherwise, we're wrapping this up after Marietta. Sorry. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Marietta. Pull it. No, you have to. Prophet or poet? Poet? You said pull it. What, my finger? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, pull it. I don't know. It could be poet or prophet. Prophet. Okay, prophet. Okay. I had that deck in my hand anyways. Oh, you're worried about the spelling? Don't worry about the spelling. Here you go. Okay, so, and if you haven't read the book, The Prophet, it's a great little, oh, I love it. What is it? Oh, no, I still have it here. Okay, so Prophet for Marietta, that one. Okay. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay. So the first card here is 23, Rest in Reason and Move in Passion. And it's number 23, which is my number for the Divine Masculine. And it's the number of 3, 2 plus 3 comes to 5, which is the number of change, which is the Hierophant energy in the Tarot. So, Marietta, although I don't often speak of love readings, I mean, I just kind of did with Colleen, this is leading me to feel like there is a possibility for a connection with you. This is a number 19, which is the Sun energy, which is the happiest card in the Tarot. I am being guided to caution you. What I'm hearing is it's really important that you take care of yourself first before you throw yourself, and that's literally what I'm hearing or feeling, throw yourself into a relationship. A relationship won't fix you. And really, there's nothing about you that needs to be fixed. It does feel as if there is some healing, and you're being guided to um, move in the direction of peace. And that's the journey within. Peace will never be found outside of ourselves in the arms of a lover. Well, healing you what will heal you? Mariette is asking what will heal you. And it's really taking responsibility for your emotional body and how you feel. And it's usually within the physical body, it's usually physical pain that leads us to our emotions. So a lot of unhealed people carry a lot of pain in the lower extremities, like low back, down through the legs and feet, and even a lot of digestive issues as well in the solar plexus. And so we have to start addressing how we feel. We have to face our emotions. We have to come to terms with what was our experience in this life and then let it all go. And practice forgiveness. I mean, I can't sit here and quickly say what will heal you. Curiosity will heal you. Why do I feel the way I feel? And, doing supportive things. When we get into relationships unhealed and we begin making connections physically, sexually, Luna's agreeing here. I've got Tristan laying in my lap and Luna barking like a lunatic, looking at him. And Tristan's going to jump. He's gone. Whoa. She's chased him out of the room. Here, Luna, are you coming now? Come on. Come here. Come here, Lou. Come here. Oh, this little dog. So I can't really, what will heal you is begin taking responsibility for how you feel. And when we engage with others sexually in relationship, like two unhealed people engaging, it's going to perpetuate wounding. When we haven't healed our emotions, when we're imbalanced emotionally, we're going to, when we don't love ourselves, how are we going to love another? And how are we going to, when we're unhealed and come into relationship, a lot of stuff, it's like trauma dumping and then trauma merging and then making someone else responsible for how we feel or don't feel, or making them responsible for our happiness or our feelings of security and all of this kind of stuff. So, I mean, healing's a multi-layered journey. The fact that you found your way here, I would strongly say with confidence that you are definitely here on a healing journey. And very likely your journey is going to lead you to the greatest love affair of all. And that is the love affair with yourself and your beautiful heart. And this is speaking to me of like taking some time and reflecting, why is it so important? Is it really important for you to be in a relationship? Like, do you need to be in a relationship, or are you okay to be on your own? Because it's really important for us to be okay on our own. And then when we're okay on our own, with any luck, we're going to have an opportunity to come together with another to grow in a relationship. And I do feel that there's a need for rest here. You're being called to, like, I'm hearing like, settle down, rest, and follow your passion, and not passion that is about instant gratification, which is what sexual connection can often be about, especially like from the unhealed space. It's like instant gratification. Woo, I'm good, right? No. How are you going to feel tomorrow? Probably not so good, right? So you got these two affirmations here: 44, integration, and 36, abundance. And the 44 speaks of working with the angelic realms. It's a master number. So generally we wouldn't reduce that. I'm guided to reduce it here to the 8, which is, again, put the 8 on its side, and it's the infinity symbol. You're here in service to your eternal soul. You're here for soul growth. And as we heal and grow, it's important that we take time and space to integrate so that the new can come in. And you're moving towards, you've got 8, 9. So it feels like step by step. 8 is the strength card in the major arcana, the lion heart, courage, strength, fearlessly going forward, feeling fear and still moving forward. And then the 9 is the hermit card. We are in hermit season in the year of the hermit. 2025 is the universal 9, which is the hermit archetype. Virgo, the archetype of Virgo is hermit. We're in Virgo season in the middle of eclipse season. I feel like there's some stuff you're being guided to let go of at this time. And the purple and the green here are the colors of the natural born healer, intuition, and heart space. Heart aligned, heart mind. Allow your intuition to guide. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity to a new dimension. It begins within the our own personal experience. They're saying, I'm hearing something about retention. Let go of anal retention. They're just having me pucker up my face. I don't know, like if they want my face to look like a butthole or something. I don't know. Let go of anal retention. I mean, Virgo, the affirmation for Virgo is I analyze. And I used to, I'm a Virgo. 2 weeks ago today, I turned 55. 55's been quite a ride so far. Quite a ride so far. So, when I was like working out my way out of my like Virgo analytical mindset, my guide used to say, stop, Lisa, stop with your anal, ANAL, eyes. Because like Virgos, we like to analyze everything, right? Pick it apart, analyze it, pick it apart again, reanalyze it. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. So, Marietta, it feels like you have some great works to do here. And it begins with healing yourself and your experience and running into the arms of a lover where both parties are perhaps not spiritually awake, certainly not healed, would be detrimental for your health, is what I just heard. And then we got this beauty, the abundance card. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. I feel, Marietta, that you work closely with the angelic realms. Like, pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your gut instincts. Not so much the voices in your head. How does it feel in your gut? Because, often we want what we want, right? I want what I want and I'm going to do it. And as one who lived, from that mindset for a lot of, certainly all through my youth and, into my adult life, I want what I want. And, I'm just going to go for what I want. And spirit would often be saying, no, Lisa, go this way. Come over here. And I'd be like, no, that's not so much fun. I'm going to go over here. Well, over here might have been fun for 5 minutes or so. And then it was like a lot of not so fun stuff. I should have listened. And it doesn't matter because, again, we always come back. Those of us who are seekers of a spiritual nature, those of us who recognize we're eternal souls will always find our way back home. And home is our heart. Home is where the heart is. That was a good movie. Now, I like that movie. That was in the 80s, wasn't it? Home is Where the Heart Is, Sally Fields. So, Marietta, thanks for showing up tonight. I trust that something here resonated. And please do consider coming back. Go scroll. There's lots of interactive messages here. There's a lot of content here. Go and check it out and enjoy. Enjoy. They're having me look at your question again. Will me and Kilo be in a serious relationship in the future? I would say if you're in a casual relationship now, they're just having me say this, so I will. If you're in a casual relationship now and it's not feeling so great, probably not. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't a divine union in the cards for you. I would venture to guess that I would venture to say that there very likely is. It's going to begin with you, though, doing the inner work so that when you connect with the beloved, you are in an awakened, integrated, healing space. So, thank you. Christine, would you like a card? Anyone else here for the live? If you want a card, let me know. I'm here as long as there's people here that want cards pulled. And all you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Hit the little subscribe button and the thumbs up button, and I will pull some cards for you. Otherwise, I'm going to go sit outside and look at the stars. Whew. Yes. Okay. So prophet or poet, Christine? Prophet or poet? It's going to help me determine which deck. Where's my water? Poet. Okay. Rumi. Okay. Okay, Christine. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the first card out, number 36, 9, another 9 in the 9th month. Well, so they tell us, right? It's probably really the 7th month, but another 9 in the 9th month in this universal 9 year, the year of the Hermit, in the Hermit season. This is like your inner fire coming online. And I feel like that's what the events of the last couple of days have really, I have felt this righteous anger rising again. And also a little bit, I'm born on the 9th of March, cool. And also a little bit of anger because we've been doing the work. The feminine's been doing the work for a decade or more, or decades, right? And we've been patient, and we've been growing, and we've been sowing the inner seeds, and we've been really desiring and knowing that connection is meant for us. And we've been, it's almost like, what did I just hear? What are ladies in waiting? Or ladies in waiting for the masculine to rise up and to begin to live his passionate life again, side by side with the divine feminine. And this feels, I just heard it's time. The rise of the sacred divine. Are you committed to your path of fulfillment? 31, the divine feminine. 4, 3 plus 1, the emperor, the masculine. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. We are the sacred seeds. being grounded is really supportive of the rise. And it's like, I'm just, they keep, every time I look at this card, it's like I'm seeing a whole bunch of energy in this card. It's like a whole bunch of souls coming online. What brings you joy? And it's almost like calling in the seeds of the ancient past, of the ancient past, of a love built to last, a love born to last. You stay committed to the path your heart has chosen. Like lava, you are not frozen in time. It is the warmth of your heart that supports your shine. And you were born to go out into the world as a spark of the divine. It is time, it is time, it is time. Yeah, she's acting weird. My puppy, Luna, she's elderly. Well, she's 12. Yeah, she'll be 13 in March. So let's see what the poet Rumi has to say about the passion of the wild red mother. I can't wait to hear this one. Oh, it's a short and sweet one. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunks. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunk. Let us be drunk on love. Let us be drunk on fun. Let us be drunk on being divinely human. I like that. That's food for thought, eh? Commitment. An awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. Drunk on our spiritual injection. Yeah, drunk on love, And it's like, follow the path of our inner fires, not our primal desires so much. Although those are good, like we're meant to have the experience of, passionate love and passionate lovemaking and all of this. And yet, can you imagine participating in that from a space with the beloved, And there have not been, to this point, a great many divine unions. They are coming online. They are coming online because they were meant to in this lifetime. Your affirmation, nature spirits, number 8, they're saying top card as well. So I'll take the top card as well. Number 8, you are here in service to your eternal soul. Healing in time in nature helps your soul growth. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth, beginning with yours. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. From a rooted and grounded space. 23, divine masculine. 5, change, uncomfortable, Hierophant energy, traditional. We are here. I smell. There might be someone outside my window. Um, what I'm feeling with this right now actually is yeah, I am. I got God on my side. And he didn't keep me alive to this point in life to have me go out by some nefarious means. I'm sure of that. I'll be going out living wishes and dreams. That's how I'll be going out. But what I'm feeling with this card and connecting in with the Hierophant energy is it's like an awareness, whether you're masculine or feminine, an awareness of roles of the masculine and feminine, and we do have specific roles, and you can't change what the physicality that you were born into. Within us all, we have masculine and feminine, but we can't change what we are. We can cut body parts off and we can take hormones. It still doesn't change the heart of the matter, and we are the matter. So this feels like I'm being guided to say, honor your understanding of the gender roles. I know that's not, touchy. We don't want to talk about things that are true. We could upset somebody. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. One more time. I fully experience every moment in my life by living in the present. Christine, I trust that those resonated with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect. Look what just came out for all of us. Number 34, we are the earth angels. We are the chariot. We are here, the spiritual initiates. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. Oh, and back to this one. Spark of the divine. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creation. So, ladies, I think that's it. If there's anyone else here that would like me to pull cards, let me know. This is your last chance. Last chance. It's the Last Chance Hotel. Oh, last chance. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We are here for soul growth. Let me know. Let me know. We're here for soul growth. Yes, we are. 11:11 on the clock. Christine, you said 11:11 back then. Now it's 11:11 here. We are the gateways of delight, born to take flight beyond the fright. Ladies and gents, with that being said, no one else is here. I thank you all so much for showing up tonight, pouring into my cup. Thank you so much for allowing me to be of service to you. It really is such a joy. I'm so happy when I come here and share. So thank you so much for showing me you care. Thank you so much for showing yourself you care. And thank you for all the beautiful healing work that you do. We'll be back here tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when. You are so very welcome. Honestly, everyone, you're so very welcome. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for pouring into this little cup of mine. I am so grateful for your shine in my life. Oh, have a good one.